Now, you can see I've already built a 3 square stone house here. Next to the center map, this one up here on the northeast coast is also a great base location. But if possible, it is far more dangerous. One advantage is you have this beach area that has a large flat space out here. So if you want to, you could build quite a huge base out here without having problems with the ground not being level. And very much like being at the center base, this area has tremendous natural resources because you've got this big old mountain here, and that big old mountain has obsidian, crystal, and metal. And a lot of dangerous animals. Griffins spawn here. This is Griffin Mountain. Tons of saber-tooths spawn up there. Carnos. Once in a while, a T-Rex will come down over this way out of that area right up in there and come lumbering down here on the beach. The other way on the beach. Now, I used to come over here and build kind of in the shadow of this, where is it? On this little bump in the land right here. But the area is not quite as flat. I used to like to build my house in the shade of this big tree, right up in this area here. Now, if you don't build a huge mansion, you can do that over here quite easily. And it's not that far away from the other area, but it is closer to this area going down the beach here. Whoops, get out of there, Perry. And right down there on that beach, about where that pointy rock is sticking up, often a pack of allosaurs will spawn, which is great if you want to trap them, because you can build a trap out there and kill off the two lower level ones and trap the alpha, which will stop being an alpha when his cohorts are dead. But just like anywhere else in this northeast coast, it can be very, very dangerous because of the creatures that spawn into this area. Oh, go away, Compy. Another good thing about being in this area is that it is right across the water. If you build a raft, you can zip right over there to Carno Island. And if you got a critter that you want to level up, unless it's an Argentavis, which can fly over there, you can take it over there on your raft and run around and beat up on the saber-tooths and the raptors and the Carnos and the T-Rexes to your heart's content. Of course, it's very dangerous doing all that, but you can really level up your critter quite fast if it doesn't get dead along with you in the effort of doing that. You can see also there's a lot of silica pearls here. The oyster shells give you silica pearls. Got jellyfish right offshore, which makes it quite easy to get what is that stuff called? The biotoxin, which you can use as a taming aid, as well as when you get up higher level, you can use it to make specialized arrows, narcotic arrows that use the biotoxin to knock critters out for taming. So all kinds of good stuff around here. Not too far away over there. It can be a bit of a challenge to get them back in one piece. But right over there, a little ways, there are wolves, woolly rhinos, and mammoths, which can be captured over there and tamed and brought back over here. I especially like to get mammoths because they're great for collecting wood. Actually, I think better than a beaver. And you can get a saddle for them in somewhere in the level 30s. If you go a little further over that way, you can actually find kikaroos or penguins for getting organic polymer. And that's real handy for making a lot of different things, but especially ghillie suits. So that's kind of a quick runaround of my favorite places to build. I don't really have one way up in the far north, although there are those two cave entrances over there. I seem to have something marked on the map, but I think that's just a bed between those two cave entrances. The southern one right there at latitude, what is that, latitude 30, that's the really, really hard cave to go through. But there is a way you can do it, which I will cover in a later video. The northernmost cave is also difficult to go through because you need fur or you need the special recipes to keep you from freezing. But that's where you get the Ascendant level flak armor blueprints from the artifact in that cave. Of course, then you got to go off to the obelisks to cash in the artifact to get the blueprints, and you might have to get 5 or 6 of that artifact 5 or 6 times to get all the blueprints for the Ascendant level flak armor. But if you get an Ascendant level bow, Ascendant level flak armor, you can also get Ascendant level long rifle, and I think you can get an Ascendant level pump action shotgun eventually. If you get all Ascendant level gear, then you can pretty confidently take on the caves and the dungeons, and with the help of a lot of critters, or if you're playing on a team online, with the help of teammates, you can go tackle the bosses, if that's what you like to do. Anyway, I'm going to head on back. Maybe I'll go off to this other bed up in the north there. Okay, here we are up in cold country. And of course, this is the cave. And this cave is really hard to do by yourself. I have never completed it. Because playing single player offline, usually I can get up to level 65. But getting higher levels than that is quite difficult because it takes so much XP. And the things that you need, it's like impossible to carry enough weaponry to defeat all the Gigantopithecus that are found in that cave. However, there is a way around that. Like I said, I don't really have a base location up here, although one could be built over there across the water. that would give you a location close to this cave. It can be pretty dangerous to build over on that little spit of land out there. But if you put a wall around, you almost have to be stone to protect yourself from the creatures that spawn here. It can be done. And of course you can see right here, look at the crystal sitting right at the mouth of the cave. And there's obsidian in there, and quite possibly some metal. Although I don't bother trying to spawn or trying to collect materials inside of caves, other than perhaps chitin from spiders. Okay, now I'll go back to my starting location. And here we are, back again. Here I am, back again. My little wooden shack by the beach. I've got a pteranodon and a Castroides up there. Although, don't really need too much, because I'm on my own server and I can God mode myself for protection pretty easily. This here. I'll take the egg. Let's see, how are you doing there, buddy? You got to level up, huh? I'll put some more weight on you. And you're just about out of food. Okay, well, I've got my box here by the door. Well, what happened to all my stuff?